This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Friday, August 18th, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. About 800 union Hoosiers lost their jobs following Tennessee-based Yellow Corporation's sudden closure. Glenn Brannon was among them. He worked for Yellow for about 20 years and said many truck drivers are getting zero from the company.
We have drivers, including myself, who have not been paid in full yet. We have vacation time that they have decided not to pay us for. The company has, through all this, has treated us as adversaries. I won't say it didn't hurt, because when you're at one place for 20 years, I've been there for 20 years. Our top guy was just one month short of 50 years. So when you're in one place for that long, you build relationships, and that's the part that hurts.
He said drivers have maintained their professionalism and tried not to, quote, show them who's boss by destroying equipment or a delivery. Indianapolis-based software firm Xylo has reduced its workforce. The company, which has developed a platform to help customers manage their other software subscriptions, told the IBJ the layoff affected 10% of its staff, though it's unknown how many people are among those who were cut. Indiana's unemployment rate rose to 3.3% in July, up from 3.2% in June. The Indiana Department of Workforce Development says the state added 12,200 private sector jobs over the previous month. The state's unemployment has gone up 0.1% every month since the 3% mark in April. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
For 25 years, we've had the honor of telling the story of Indiana business. More than 1,300 shows, 8,000 interviews. We've traveled from Valparaiso to Versailles, Fort Wayne to Fort Branch, and everywhere in between. And we are just getting started. Our team is passionate about Indiana business because your story is worth telling. Join us every week as we travel the state to bring you Indiana's story. Inside Indiana Business, 25 years and counting.
Virginia-based BAE Systems, Inc., which has a significant presence in Northeast Indiana, announced plans Thursday to acquire the aerospace division of Ball Corporation in Colorado in a deal valued at nearly $5.6 billion.
BAE Systems CEO Tom Arseneault said the deal would advance the company's position in some of the fastest-growing segments of the defense market. The acquisition is subject to regulatory approvals and is expected to close in the first half of 2024. BAE Systems Incorporated is the U.S. subsidiary of BAE Systems plc, headquartered in the United Kingdom. The company employs nearly 1,000 workers at a facility in Fort Wayne that focuses on electronic systems controls and avionics solutions for commercial and military customers. The company said Ball Aerospace's space-related programs account for about 70% of its $2.2 billion in revenues. The acquisition would provide a robust platform for accelerating our space strategy, BAE said. Ball Corporation also has a storied history in Indiana. The company was founded in 1880 by brothers Frank and Edmund Ball, who were later joined by their brothers William, Lucius, and George before relocating the company to Muncie, where at one point it would produce 240,000 glass jars per day. Ball Aerospace, which was established in 1956 as the Ball Brothers Research Corporation, does not have a presence in Indiana, though its parent company does maintain a beverage packing facility in Monticello, about 85 miles northwest of Indianapolis. Kate Sharon, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Michigan-based Ziegler Automotive Group is adding to its Indiana portfolio. The company announced this week it has acquired the Subaru dealerships in Lafayette and Fort Wayne from Rohrman Automotive Group, though financial terms are not being disclosed. The two dealerships have been rebranded under the Ziegler name. A spokesperson for the company said the Lafayette location employs 85 people, while the Fort Wayne location has 45, and no jobs are expected to be negatively affected by the acquisition. Ziegler also has an existing Subaru dealership in Merrillville that employs 55, as well as Ford and Lincoln dealerships in Elkhart, according to the company's website. The Indianapolis Colts Kicking the Stigma campaign is shining a light on a health issue that has largely been in the shadows and often misunderstood. On Thursday, the campaign announced $1.1 million in action grants to more than 24 organizations throughout the state that provide mental health treatment services or raise awareness about mental health. Director Brett Kramer.
We're not mental health experts, so we like to give money away through our action grants to those that are doing the real work in the space throughout the state of Indiana. So we've given out millions of dollars, 24 to be exact, throughout the state of Indiana, really putting money to those organizations that are handling things in their communities, just making it a better space for people to get mental health treatment, but also create conversations as well.
And more work is being done thanks to a partnership with Indiana University that led to the creation of the $3 million Irsay Institute on IU's Bloomington campus, which launched in May and allows scientists who study mental health stigma and addiction to collaborate on their research. Indiana National Guard Major General Dale Lyles is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.